Okay, this student will be going over 8 parts of speech. And part of your 8 parts of speech, the student will identify which word is a subject, a verb, an adverb, and a direct object. And while the student is going through this presentation, the student will be looking at a video and be giving illustrations and demonstrating the understanding from what the video has shown. Okay, we're going to start out by doing the standards. Standard 1. Recognize, demonstrate command of the convention of standard English grammar mechanic usage, including appropriate formality of language. And these are the 8 parts of speech definition. A noun is a word that names a person, place, concept, or object. Then pronouns are words used substitute for specific nouns when a reader or listener already knows which specific noun you're referring to. Adjectives are the words that describe nouns. Verbs that refer to feelings or states of being, like to love and to be, are known as non-action verbs. Conversely, the verbs that do refer to literal action are known as action verbs. And these are the rest of the 4 parts of speech. An adverb is a word that describes an adjective, a verb, or another adverb. Preposition is to tell you the relationship between other words in a sentence. Conjunction make it possible to build complex sentences that express multiple ideas. Articles come in 2 flavors, definite articles and indefinite articles. And similar to the 2 types of noun, the type of article you use depends on how specific you need to be about the thing you're discussing. And so on this first worksheet, beginning saying diaphragm, the student will draw a line between the subject and the verb, and each sentence below identify the other nouns, pronouns, and articles, adjective or adverbs. All right, the student is given 3 sentences. Okay, here you go. The 3 sentences. Number 1, Jane looked everywhere. So which one is the subject in number 1? Who did the looking? Who is looking in the sentence for number 1?
James.
James. So you are going to draw a line. Okay, they want to draw a line between. So what did Jane do?
Look everywhere.
Look. So you're going to draw a line between them 2. Draw a line between there, between Jane and looked.
Okay.
All right. And number 2, I bought a long coat. All right. What's the subject in that? Who bought a long coat? I. And what did I do?
Bought a long coat.
Okay. Draw a line between I and bought.
Okay.
Okay. Number 3, the air was thin. So what was thin?
The air.
Air. And which is the verb?
Air.
Was. So draw a line between air and was.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. For number 1, let me see. Jane, is that a noun? Oh, don't erase it. I'm asking. Jane, is that a noun? Does it name a person, place, or thing?
No.
Is it Jane a person?
Yes.
Okay, so write in above Jane.
Jane.
Yeah, write in.
Okay.
Okay. Cooked. She cooked. Is that an action verb or a linking verb? Does that verb show the action? Cooked.
Yes.
Okay. So write AV. AV on top.
A first?
A letter A and a V.
Okay.
All right. And everywhere. I think that's better of everywhere. That's better of what you think? Do you think it's an article, pronoun, adjective, or adverb?
Everb? Everb?
Adverb.
I
Okay, we had to check on that one. We had to check on that one. And number 2, let's see. Letter I. Is that a person, place, or thing?
Please?
I is a person, so you're gonna put a letter N at top.
Okay.
Yeah. And bought is a verb, action verb, so it'd be letter AV.
Okay.
Okay. And then number 3, the air was thin. Air is, note as a subject, but it's a person, place, or thing. Air.
Game?
Yeah, so you're going to put a letter N on top.
Okay.
There was, under air, type of air.
My bad.
No, that's okay. Okay. Then there's a verb, so it'd be letter V on top of was.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now we have identified the words, only 3 sentences. The next standard is diaphragm. So to engage and inquire through the research process to locate, acquire, refine, and present relevant, incredible, finding in multiple modes, okay? All right. Before we start with diaphragm, this what we did with subject and verb called absolute value. We're gonna look at a video real quick. It's gonna be a short video.
I'm Mignon Fogarty, and today we're gonna learn the absolute basics about how to diagram a sentence. When you're diagramming a sentence, you start with a horizontal line that represents the sentence. Then you add a vertical line that separates the subject from the predicate. The subject goes to the left of the vertical line, and the predicate goes to the right of the vertical line. So here's a sentence with a really simple subject and predicate. Squiggly, my favorite snail. Snored, he's always sleeping. So in this really simple sentence, squiggly is the subject, so it goes left of the vertical line. And snored is the predicate, so it goes over here to the right. And voila, you've diagrammed a sentence. Let's try one more. Here's another easy sentence. Dogs barked. Dogs is the subject, and barked is the predicate. Subject goes to the left of the line, barked goes to the right, the predicate. And it's as easy as that. If you like.
Okay, now we're gonna bounce back to this exercise, and we're gonna be based on these 3 sentences. All right, with this worksheet, again, you're gonna locate the subject and the predicate, which is predicate, in this case, the verb. So for number 1, Alan called. Go ahead and see. Did I already say read each sentence below, identify the subject and the predicate, place each word on the diaphragm, follow the example, okay? Example is John swims. So they got John as a subject on one line and swims on the second line. So with number 1, Alan called. So where you gonna place Alan?
Sorry?
Yes, on the first line. Go ahead and write the name Alan.
Hayfoot.
Yeah, it's right there on the sentence. Number 1. Yes, that's his name. Alan. And on the second line, you're gonna write the word call.
Okay.
And then for number 2, you have Tim as.
Okay.
So on your first line, what you gonna write? Who's the subject, should I say?
Tim.
Tim. So go ahead and write Tim on the first line.
Okay. All right.
And on your second line is as. So that should be your predicate.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and number 3, I departed. So your first line was your subject. All right. And on your second line would be what?
See?
Second line would be departed.
Yes.
Yeah, number 3.
All right, the wrong way. My bad. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, go ahead and do number 4 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, number 4. Where will you place the subject and the predicate?
Are you putting right here?
Yeah, number 4. No, yeah, predicate be on the second line.
Okay.
All right. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, for this one, worksheets with adverbs, okay? This one right here, you're going to watch a video showing a video of the adverbs.
I'm Mignon Fogarty. Last time we learned the basics of diagramming sentences, and now we're going to learn how to add adverbs. This is the same sentence we had in the last video, with squiggly, the noun, as the subject of the sentence, to the left of the vertical line, and snored, the verb, acting as the predicate of the sentence, on the right side of the vertical line. Now let's say we want to add an adverb. How did Squiggly snore? He snored loudly. So loudly is an adverb modifying slanted line in the predicate part of the sentence under the verb snored that it's modifying. And then we move the adverb loudly to that line. Make it at an angle so it's on that slanted line, and that shows you that loudly is modifying the verb snored, which is underneath now on a slanted line. And that's how you add adverbs to a sentence diagram.
Okay. Yes. All right. You see number 1 where it says, the man dressed elegantly. Okay. All right. What's the subject in that verb? The man dressed elegantly. Who's the subject?
The man.
The man. So how you gonna place the man? Okay, for your diaphragm, go ahead and place your straight line. Go ahead and write your straight line.
Okay.
And put a line in the middle. And just like in the video, put a slanted line underneath. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now, right here where it says the man dressed elegantly, all right? The subject is the man, okay? And write man on your first line.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then the word dress is the verb, right? So write dress on the second line.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and then the next part is the word elegantly. Right, elegantly, right here on the slanted line.
Okay.
It's the adverb.
What, last word?
Yeah, elegantly, E-L-E-G-A-N-T-L-Y.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get to the next assignment real quick. All right, this right here shows how to do a direct object.
Hello, my name is Ellen Joven, and today we are going to talk about the basics of sentence diagramming. Sentence diagramming is a method that was once used in many U.S. schools to teach grammar. It has fallen out of favor, although there are still pockets of it around the country. I loved it beyond all reason, and it's probably the main thing when I was in school that attracted me to grammar and made me interested in pursuing it even into adulthood. So we're going to start with the basics and then move on to the fancier, I felt, and the more sophisticated. So we are up to a full 5-word sentence now. The young tree grew, and then quickly is another adverb, so that goes under grew. And we have our first, I think this is our first 5-word diagram. Anyway, it's the first one with this many complicated elements. We are ready for something new now. We are ready for the direct object. So let's start with just the stuff we already know about. Mouse is the subject, and then greeted is the verb. Now, what are we going to do with that second mouse? That mouse is what you call the direct object. It receives the action of the verb, and there is a system for this. You do another vertical line. You end very tidily at the horizontal line instead of going through it, and it's very important to distinguish when you're diagramming between these two types of lines. The big one separates the subject and the verb. The little one goes between a verb and, in cases where there are direct objects, between the verb and the direct object. And now the article goes below mouse, as always, and we have left one element, which is yet another that. One thing you realize when you diagram a lot of sentences is that many...
Okay, write the word watched on the second line. Okay, and then the word fish is the direct object, fish. On the last one, fish. It should be a direct object.
Okay.
Okay, and then the word the, where do the word the goes? Yep, go ahead and write the word the.
Okay.
Okay, and see, can you do this sentence right here, number 6? Kyle read the book.
Okay.
Kyle read the book. Make another line, just like I draw it. Okay, it says space.
Okay.
Just the way I drew it. And put a line up right here for the direct object. There we go.
Okay.
Now, cow. Cow is the subject, cow.
Okay.
Okay, read. Where read gonna go?
Okay.
Yeah, second line.
Okay.
Okay, and what's the next one on the direct object? Where that gonna go?
Okay.
Book. Okay, so where did that word gonna go? Book.
Okay.
Okay, and then the word the. Where that word the gonna go?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, that's the end of my lesson for 8 parts of speech. The student has expressed understanding report of the 8 parts of speech as well as identifying and diaphragm. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.